Boom. It's video 90. I reached the studio a little bit later today, but got in here about 2 o'clock, and we smashed out some work, man. The original reason to why I came here, I was gonna film like a voiceover. That's why like my audio equipment is out on the coffee table and whatnot. But I got sidetracked by the sun. So as I seen the sun peering in, I thought it was an opportunity to get some photos because I needed to take pictures of the studio. Obviously, yeah, they can be used to show what the studio looks like when light hits inside here. But more importantly, I've actually got a document that I'm putting together, like a one-page pitch deck, and I'm going to be sending this out to furniture brands, homeware brands, to let them know that the space is here. The space is all about set design, and to see if there's any form of collaboration or situation that we can set up between the both of us, as the space is here and we can take photographs of their products. So that was like the real incentive behind taking those photos. And like I said, because I seen that the sun was peeking through the windows, I just took the opportunity because it's certain that you can't control any. So the sun might not be out tomorrow, might not be out for the next 5 days. This is England, so when I seen it, I thought I just had to take the chance and just get it done. So yeah, man. In regards to the non-negotiables, posted on Instagram story with a link to book the studio, posted on Instagram feed, I've posted on TikTok, and I've reached out to 10 people. So this is the final thing, which is my daily accountability video, and my daily non-negotiables have all been completed. So we can say that today's been a success. But outside of that, yeah, like I said, the real reason to why I wanted to come here today was because I've been looking at content, yeah, and I'm just trying to be more intentional with what I'm doing. I don't want to just be posting willy-nilly with the hope that something hits, because like I'm intentionally now trying to hit the algorithms. I'm trying to quote unquote then go viral, and it ain't for no vanity reasons. It ain't for my own personal gain. It is literally for the studio. Like if the studio goes viral, that's marketing, that's more eyeballs on the studio, and hopefully that means that it's more bookings. So I'm really trying to take in this content stuff and look at it from a different perspective, because I think because I know how to shoot, because I know how to edit, it can be a hindrance in the sense of I think I know what I'm doing, because I know that I can make a good video. But just because I can make a good video doesn't mean that I understand the science of how you go viral or how you make content for online that will obviously be picked up by the algorithms. You get me? I don't want people to get this confused. I'm not going to change the content that I have been making, do you get me? Because I feel like it's been serving me well. Anytime someone walks in here, it's what they talk to me about. They're just kind of singing my praises, and I do see how people are reacting to it. So I'm going to keep authenticity at the forefront of everything that I do. I'm still going to keep my creative integrity at the front of everything that I do. But there is something else that I want to add to the art. There is something else I want to add, to get me, and that is content that is more structured and designed for it to go viral. So there's this thing that I've been hearing. Coincidentally, like I watched this podcast, and it was talking about the science of going viral and whatever, and it's not so much about the content, it's about the context of how the content is packaged. And I think they call it like content structures. And at its most basic form, all good content creation comes down to different formats of telling stories. And there was so much information in this pod, yeah. Like it was on for an hour and a half. It was on a channel called The Future. I'll put the link in the bio, so if you want to watch it, you can watch it. I don't know all the information, and I don't want to butcher no one's name or act like I know everything, because I don't. But yeah, basically, in the pod that we're just talking about content, how do you put it together? How do you put it together? How do you essentially put it in a structure that has the potential to make it be digested in a more palatable way? Do you get me? And at the basic gist of the convo, what I got from it is that social media, Instagram, TikTok, it's like TV. So like old school TV shows, like the format of how these shows have been put together. These are the same formats that are working on Instagram, and the creators who are using these formats are the ones who are having the biggest success. Yeah, that's the basic idea of what I got from the pod. That might not, they didn't 100% describe it like that, but that's what I got from it. So after watching it now, I started thinking about, well, what can I structure? What kind of framework can I put my content in to make it more like narrative driven? And I've written this script, and I've got this idea. The other thing is that the content needs to be simplistic, it needs to be basic, and it needs to be something that you can do and replicate with ease. So, a lot of my content in the past has revolved around having these lights, having my camera that's on the table, my tripod, just having all of these other things that obviously add to production value. And while that's sick, the content that goes the most sometimes doesn't even have a high production value. So it's not about the equipment. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna say the script or nothing like that, but I have got this idea, and the best way for me to explain it is I'm gonna try and take the construct, the format of like old school TV infomercials, yeah, and I'm gonna try and use that structure of telling a story and infuse it into a series that I want to create that will focus on the idea of what this studio is about, which is set design. So that's what I'm going to say for now, innit? But yeah, I came here today to do that. I didn't get the chance to do it because I seen that the sun was out, and I wanted to make use of the sun because I needed to get that content so I can move forward with putting together the deck. But well, I'm next in here now next week, and from next week, that's when I'll start putting that stuff together, and But yeah, man, today's pretty much been a successful day. And yeah, that's video 90. That's 5 minutes and counting. See you tomorrow.